Welcome to Furniture Industry News, your essential weekly briefing. Today is Friday, November 14th, 2025. We're kicking things off today with a look at the latest market performance numbers, and it's a bit of a mixed bag. A new report from Fiserv shows that sales at furniture stores saw a year-over-year increase of 4.9% in October. On the surface, that sounds like solid growth, and it certainly is positive news for top-line revenue. However, when we dig a little deeper, the data also reveals that the actual transaction volume was down by 6.1%. This suggests that the sales increase isn't being driven by more customers buying more products, but rather by higher ticket prices, likely a direct result of ongoing tariffs and broader inflationary pressures impacting the cost of goods. Adding another layer to this picture, Dillard's just reported its third quarter results, marking its second consecutive quarter of growth. While the overall numbers were strong for the department store chain, it's worth noting that home and furniture sales specifically saw a slight increase. It's a modest gain, but in the current climate, any upward movement is a positive sign for the segment. Now, let's move from broad market trends to some specific corporate news-making headlines this week. In a significant move in the Southeast, J&K Home Furnishings has announced its acquisition of Infinger Furniture, a well-established name in South Carolina. This strategic purchase marks a major expansion for J&K into the Charleston market. Infinger Furniture has been a staple in the community for 60 years, and the acquisition came about as the owner was looking to retire, passing the torch to a new steward. J&K isn't just taking over the location, they have ambitious plans for a full remodel. A key focus of this renovation will be sustainability. The company aims to make the new store 93% green, with a major component of that being the installation of solar panels to power the facility. Furthermore, a crucial part of this deal is the advantage of a local warehouse. This will allow J&K to improve efficiency, streamline their delivery process, and better serve the Charleston customer base. It's a smart move that combines market expansion with operational and environmental upgrades. Speaking of operational efficiency, that brings us to the ever-critical topic of the supply chain and global logistics. The latest numbers from Drewry on global container freight rates show a continuing downward trend. This week, the World Container Index fell by another 5%. The declines are particularly sharp on the key Trans-Pacific routes. For instance, the rate for a container from Shanghai to New York dropped a notable 15%, while the rate from Shanghai to Los Angeles saw a 12% decrease. The primary driver for this is timing. A large number of U.S. retailers have already wrapped up their holiday season importing, meaning there's less demand for container space on those routes right now. It's a different story on other lanes, however. In contrast to the falling Trans-Pacific rates, shipping costs on Asia-Europe routes are actually on the rise, showing just how varied and dynamic the global shipping market remains. This focus on the supply chain connects directly to what's happening inside the warehouse, especially when it comes to technology and labor. A recent survey from Exotech sheds some fascinating light on the impact of warehouse automation on the workforce. It turns out that a modern automated facility is a major draw for talent. The findings show that workers are 3 times more likely to be attracted to a job in an automated warehouse compared to a traditional non-automated one, and the benefits are clear once they are on the job. 51% of workers in these environments reported a decrease in their stress levels, while an even larger group, 59%, said they felt less physical strain from their daily tasks. Beyond personal well-being, automation is also boosting performance. An overwhelming 85% of workers reported feeling more productive and efficient with automation tools assisting them. This data strongly suggests that investing in automation isn't just about operational gains. It's also a powerful strategy for attracting and retaining a happier, healthier, and more effective workforce. From the warehouse floor, we now turn our attention to the end consumer and a critical issue of product safety. This year has seen a significant number of recalls related to clothing storage units, with nearly 181,000 units being pulled from the market so far. The products in question are typically lightweight dressers, often constructed with fabric drawers, and are frequently sold online through various e-commerce platforms. The core problem is that these units fail to meet the mandatory federal safety standards established by the Sturdy Act. Consumer safety advocacy groups, including well-known organizations like Consumer Reports and Parents Against Tipovers, are voicing serious concerns. They highlight the grave tip-over and entrapment hazards that these non-compliant products pose, especially to young children. It serves as a stark reminder for both manufacturers and retailers of the non-negotiable importance of adhering to safety regulations to protect consumers. Finally, as we are now firmly in the fourth quarter, let's look ahead to the holiday retail season. The advisory firm PriceFX recently offered some valuable advice for both retailers and consumers navigating this crucial period. For retailers, they recommend a few key strategies. First is leveraging dynamic pricing to quickly respond to cost fluctuations from things like tariffs. Second is prioritizing inventory intelligence to ensure the right products are in the right place at the right time. And third is maintaining transparent communication with customers about potential stock issues or delays. On the other side of the counter, the advice for consumers is simple but crucial: shop earlier this year. With potential supply chain snags and high demand, waiting until the last minute could lead to stockouts on popular items. Tying all this together, the National Retail Federation has released its forecast, predicting that holiday retail sales will grow between 3.7% and 4.2% compared to last year. It's a projection of steady, healthy growth as we close out the year. That's all the news we have for you this week. If you found this update helpful, be sure to subscribe to stay informed on all the latest developments in the furniture industry.